I'm going to take the Texans, Skip. I'm going 24-16. I like what they do defensively. Romeo Crennel comes from that Coach Belichick tree. And what they try to do, what you do well, they try to take that away from you. The Texans are number 9 in rush yards allowed, but 4th in rush play yards per play. And if I'm playing the Cowboys from a defensive perspective and I'm looking at their offense, I'm going to take Zeke Elliott away. My job is to make Dak Prescott beat me, throwing it to those receivers that are worse than, like you said, they're worse than what the Patriots have, although I think the Patriots have some good receivers. Yeah. They had them. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to force Dak Prescott to throw the football to those guys, his receivers and tight ends. I'm not going to let Zeke get off. I'm not going to let that happen. He's the engine that drives this car. And when he gets going, they're a different team. He starts to eat. The offensive line is energized. Everybody's energized. And I'm not going to let that happen. And I don't believe Romeo Crennel will let that happen. On the offensive side, Deshaun has DeAndre Hopkins. We don't know what William Fuller is going to be able to do because he left the game against Indy, didn't return with a hamstring injury. Kiki, the receiver that came in his first game.
Kiki Cutie.
Yeah. He didn't practice yesterday.
No,
he's dealing with a
hamstring.
He's dealing with a hamstring.
Yeah.
But DeAndre Hopkins.
Getting scared?
No. I would never get because the Texans, they're the baddest. Ain't going right now. Texans.
Is your hamstring getting tight?
No. I trust. Because look. There's only room for one number 4 in the NFL. And we know who he is.
Really?
Yeah. Deshaun, my homeboy.
He is.
Yeah, from Gainesville, Georgia.
Yeah, you guys are close.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Skip Bayless. You're going to be a lot closer when he bring me that victory. But I just like the way I think he's a better thrower of the ball. I believe I thought the Cowboys defense was going to be better than what they were, Skip. Especially, I'm like, okay, Cowboys got some. They can rush the Marcus Lawrence. He can rush the passer. Now, we don't know what David Irvin, he brings something back to the table.
He is back. He's eligible. You get that?
Okay.
Monster. Thank you.
Skip. He hasn't been playing football. So
he also hasn't practiced this week because he's had a family matter or something. I don't know what's happened, but whatever.
Oh, you get nervous?
I expect him there.
Are you getting nervous? Okay.
I haven't had him for 4 games. Why should I?
Whoa! And you told, this is what you've been telling me for the last couple of years. When the Cowboys defense doesn't have Sean Lee, they're in trouble. Sean Lee's out. Sean Lee's gone. Dak, the reason why Dak didn't throw that touchdown pass because Sean Lee didn't play. The reason why the offensive line didn't block because Sean Lee didn't play. Well, Sean Lee's out. You told me when Sean Lee doesn't play, bad things happen to the Cowboys.
I got Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, now you like the tackling Dutchman.
Nickname?
You like the tackling Dutchman.
I like the tackling Dutchman.
Would you rather have the tackling Dutchman or Calvin Ridley?
I'd rather have the. Oh no, yeah.
You want Ridley?
Sean Lee.
Oh.
Speaking of eternally pulled hamstrings, like he was born with a pulled hamstring, Sean Lee.
Yeah, either he needs a better aerobic capacity, or his core, or he's quad dominant because
he needs pliability.
You should put your hamstring not that good.
Know.
He's a professional. So something's out of whack.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, come see your boy, Shay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sure you.
I help Cowboys. I'm up, Skip. As a former player, I help all.
Yeah, you'd advise him to eat gummy bears. Right?
The kind I got, but if they help you.
So, you finished?
Yeah.
Good. So, your first point was Romeo Crennel. Got that defense on lockdown. Right?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said he from Belichick.
So, the last time we saw Romeo's defense on the field, it was up at Indianapolis last Sunday, right? And Andrew Luck was throwing 62 times and completing 40 passes for 464 yards. That was career-high completions and career-high yards.
You saying Dak's better than Andrew Luck?
I'm just saying that was Romeo Crennel's defense. 40 completions, 464 yards, 4 touchdowns for Andrew Luck, and no interceptions. And they lost in overtime, and it was a controversial decision by Frank Reich, but it was 37-34.
Right.
So that defense gave up 34 points to Andrew Luck, and they were without T.Y. Hilton.
No.
You love that?
They were without T.Y. Hilton late in the ball game.
No, but he was gone for the
But he had them dropped a $1.53 on him.
Okay, all right, but I'm just saying.
What about Jack Doyle?
So Houston's defense is 21st in yards allowed and 20th in points allowed. Is that good? Is that
where does the Cowboys offense rank? Well, if you don't mind me asking, where does the Cowboys in yards gained?
Well, I'm just saying.
In points,
you're raving about Romeo Crennel, and I'm just like, I don't know about.
Well, okay. We'll make your case for their offense.
I kind of like this.
What about their offense?
I believe that my Cowboys will win this football game because I believe my guy, Dak Prescott, and I love me some Deshaun too, but I love me some Dak a little bit more. Dak Prescott will have his best game of the year against this defense on the Sunday night stage. One thing about my guy, Dak Prescott, that you will not acknowledge and honor, he rises and shines. Big moments, big stage, big challenge. What happened? Landon Collins called him out, put the ball in Dak's hands. Remember, that was a big Sunday night game against the Giants.
Got one win.
Okay, I got it. But Dak was really good in that game. And what was his line that week? Challenge accepted. What has he done 3 times that he's faced the best quarterback in pro football, Aaron Rodgers? What's happened in those 3 games that he played? Took 2 L's, but he played 3 of the best games of his career, and he outplayed Aaron Rodgers each time he faced him. Yes, he did. So the average QBR for these 3 games, 80 for Dak, 62 for Aaron Rodgers. Really? Wow,
yeah.
That's pretty good. So at Lambeau, as a raw rookie, 4th-round pick out of Mississippi State, he went up there and threw for 247 and 3 touchdowns. In a playoff game, as a rookie against Aaron Rodgers, he threw for 302 and 3 touchdowns. And then last year at home, 251 and 3 touchdowns and a QBR of 97 against Aaron Rodgers. Those are big challenge games where you're up against the best, says Shannon Sharp.
No, but we know the Green Bay Packers defense lacks.
The defense.
So I just want to make sure. So you like QBR, and you say he's beating Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers like win losses because he's 2-1.
Well, I can't help it that Mason Crossbar.
Don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
He made 2 of the most outrageous field goals. I don't know how they went through the uprights. Because one, the game winner, he hooked it dead left, and it somehow straightened out and went inside the left upright. I've never seen that, neither of you, in your history of watching pro football.
But you telling me that the Cowboys offense, you tell me about the Cowboys offense and what Andrew Luck did to the Texans defense. The Cowboys can't throw the ball like Andrew Luck in that offense.
No.
He just dropped 345 on Bill Belichick's defense. Yep. And who do you like, Bill Belichick or Rob Marinelli when it comes to defensive minds?
I got Chris Richard from Seattle, Legion of Boom.
You're 2-2, Skip. Stop.
Well, I got Dak Prescott, and I think against this defense, he's going to have a big day because I agree with you. The premise will obviously be, the goal will be, put the ball in Dak's hands. And on Sunday Night Football, up against a young quarterback that he honors and respects in Deshaun Watson, Dak's going to rise and shine in this game. He's going to have a big game.
J.J. Watt said, no, he's not.
Okay.
Jadavian Clowney said, no, he's not.
Yeah.
Merciless says, no, he's not. J.J. going to have that thing locked down on the corner.
What were they saying at Indy last Sunday? Really, what were they saying? They gave up 464 yards passing.
The Cowboys can't throw the ball like that.
All right.
I hope Dak throws the ball 60 times. I hope he throws it 60 times. And Zeke, because if he throws it 60 times, that means Zeke Elliott is not eating.
Well, thank you for bringing up my man Zeke. And because I've told you he's going to have a breakout monster record-setting year this year, and he is off to the races because he needed to play his way into shape. He was not in shape coming out of training camp because he played 0 snaps in the preseason. And Shannon Sharp, second half last week, I started seeing shape. He's starting to lose some of his little excess baggage that he's carrying. His chin started to shrink a little bit. And
well, he should have went to camp in shape.
I know. He didn't, and I agree. And he eliminated the 3 killer mistakes at Seattle because I still believe they would have won the game at Seattle if he hadn't dropped a key early 3rd down pass and if he hadn't stepped out of bounds before catching a touchdown pass and if he hadn't fumbled at the end of his longest run of the day, 26 yards in the 4th quarter that would have changed the story that day if he hadn't fumbled.
What are we going to do about
and he eliminated all 3 of those against Detroit last week.
Did Dak eliminate his turnovers?
When?
Against Seattle. He eliminated those in the next game, right?
Yeah,
and they won. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't put all that on Zeke.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, Zeke cleaned his act up.
Yeah, had a monster day.
I'm going to say it again. 2 things have to happen. Dak Prescott has to be allowed to run the read option at least 6 or 7 times. And if he does and he gets to keep 6 or 7 times, it's going to really make it hard on those pass rushing defensive ends. Because if they want to crash down, if they want to take Zeke away, I love Dak going for 8 yards, 9 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, and gashing that defense and then sliding and getting down. That's going to happen because it has to happen. And I keep saying Dak's favorite target last year was Bryce Butler, and he's on this football team. And why he hasn't played a snap yet, he's not playing a snap. He needs to play, and he needs some targets because he is the only difference maker among the wideouts. So this will be a breakout game for Dak, and I think it will be a good game for a defense you just took a shot at. My Cowboy defense has allowed the 5th fewest yards in the National Football League. That's pretty good, I think, isn't it? Right?
And they're 2-2.
Huh. Well, again.
Why is that? So you got the 5th best offense. You got
Zeke made 3 huge mistakes at Seattle.
No.
I told you I didn't like the opener because that was just too hard.
Okay.
That's Carolina at home opener.
Okay, I get all that.
Remember, both those games were home openers at Carolina and at Seattle. Those are hard to win.
Not if you're that guy. So Tom Brady don't care when you're opening. He don't care if you're closing.
Well, he's
they
the
win.
greatest player in the history of the league. I've never said Dak Prescott was Tom Brady.
Yes, you do. He's
I
Brady.
did not. Well, he can be. He operates the way Brady operates. So my defense has allowed the 5th fewest yards, and guess what? Deshaun Watson has been sacked the 2nd most in the whole league because you know he'll run into sacks like crazy, right?
He will, yes.
Okay, my team has the 3rd most sacks in the NFL, so I think we're going to get some sacks this time.
Yeah, but you know Deshaun Watson will make some plays.
He will make some plays. I don't.
And he'll make more than Dak Prescott, and they'll win 24-16. 24-16. What's your score?
24-16?
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys scoring 24, and I got Houston scoring 21. 24-21 Dallas.
But you think Deshaun Watson only going to score 3 touchdowns at home?
It's this defense? I think he's going to have a hard time.
You make it seem like it's the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens, Skip.
We got some hamstring issues over there with those receivers. Yeah.
You like that?
Do I like that? I'm hoping I like that. 24-21 Dallas. And yes, I have a case of Diet Mountain Dew. Bet on it.
D-Hop.
Yeah, do the do.
D-Hop, we hopping on y'all. Put that thing on the woozy. He'll be woozy. By the 3rd quarter, he'll be out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson's my fantasy quarterback.
Uh-oh.
And I'll never root for the Cowboys. But did you put Zeke on the Skip Bayless training regimen? 3 a.m. in the gym. Man's insane.
Don't follow him, Jamie. Don't feed him that.
All right, next topic. The undefeated Chiefs host the Jaguars on Sunday.